fans of the WWE who are all in on Jey Uso and Gunther, idiots, bunch of idiots. I made my video, got a bunch of stupid comments from people who just don't understand nothing. Zero, bro. They're eating this stupidness up, right? We're seeing Jey Uso, right? Listen, break it down for you guys. I like the fact that he won. I like the fact that Jey Uso won the Rumble because it's different. It's a guy that I never thought or anyone thought would have ever won anything that was a main event or a single anything, like the guy who won the IC title, but the Royal Rumble is a step above. He did that. When that happened, I was happy about it. It was different. It was unexpected. It was unpredictable. Like zero people predicted Jey Uso to win. It was good. After that, they had time to cook. We had 10 weeks to cook. From the Rumble to WrestleMania, 10 weeks. You have a lot of time to build a story around the title, around Gunther, around the match, around match number 4. Like, there's a lot of stuff you can do. I expected WWE to cook this feud. I expected them to go into the kitchen, take what is right now meat that is raw and unseasoned, throw some salt, pepper, some freaking oregano, cook it really, really good, get it a little burnt at the bottom, add some barbecue sauce, put it on a pizza dough and make a nice little pizza. Like, cook it, man. Like, get the meat going. I expect them to do something great between Gunther and Jey. Nothing, though. Zero. Nothing. I don't care about matches for the sake of matches. That's what we are literally getting at WrestleMania. This is a match for the sake of a match. It is a match because Jey is over with the audience, with the one word and with the merch and whatever, which, by the way, it's not like he's the consistent number one merch seller. I've seen LA Knight over him. I've seen Cody Rhodes some weeks over him in terms of selling merch. Why isn't LA Knight given the same treatment? Like, LA Knight also has a word. Yeah, he has a word. He's been over with merch and he's actually good. Like, he botches his jump a lot. He needs to stop jumping. Every time he jumps is like 80% botch, 20% success. Other than his like top rope jump, LA Knight's great. Kills it on the mic, great presence, great aura. Overall, good in the ring other than his botched top rope jumps. Why didn't LA Knight get the same treatment? Well, LA Knight hasn't been in the company for 10 plus years. He doesn't have the lineage that Jey Uso has. I get it. Whatever. I get it. Jey's in this position. What have they done? What have they done? Let's take a step back. People talk about like years ago, literally last year. I'm not going to reference the Attitude Era. I'm not going to reference like 2008, zero, nothing. Last year. What was the bill last year between freaking Rock, Roman, Cody, and freaking Rollins? What was that bill? Cinema. People talk about the word cinema in wrestling. Felt like cinema. I felt like I was in the theater and watching a movie. I was so engaged. Freaking had my popcorn. Every episode of Raw. Freaking Diet Coke. Eat, drink. Yeet. Like, it was good. I was having a great time watching Raw back to back. Like, SmackDown back. I was having a good time. Story was great. The bill was great. The feud was feuding. They were working up the vignettes. We saw almost like these movie style promos, these movie style vignettes. We saw just a bunch of different type of marketing, like the press conference where The Rock revealed like his family lineage and Cody went on there. We had like the Rock slapping Cody. Seth came out to defend Cody. Like, there's a lot that happened last year that built towards the main event of night 1 and night 2, because that bill had a part in night 1 and night 2. And it was just good. It was such a good Mania. Wish I went. Good. Coming off of that, literally a year ago, 10, 11 months ago, coming off of that, obviously it's going to be hard to top that. It's going to be hard to come close to that, but I expect effort. Still, I expect effort. You did something great that worked very, very well. You still have overall the same characters involved. The Rock isn't really present, but everyone else is still there. Plus, you have a healthy CM Punk. You have a Drew McIntyre that is way more over. You have a Jey Uso that is also way more over. You have Gunther. You have Cody that's been a champion for over a year. John Cena's coming back, his retirement tour. He's a heel. You have a way better stacked roster in terms of characters and what you can work with. Now, The Rock isn't there, but he's kind of in the background with Cena. I don't know what's going on there. You have a way more stacked roster now. How do you feel this hard? How do you feel this hard with honestly what should be a simple storyline? I don't even know what the story is. What? Can Jey win a world title? Can Jey beat Gunther at his 4th attempt? Literally the story. That's like it. Can this guy beat Gunther at his 4th try? There's so many other directions they could have went with Jey Uso and Gunther. Tons of different directions, like, Rikishi and just a family, and maybe having some involvement with Roman. They're literally cousins. Having some involvement with Jimmy. Like, Gunther could have been like, just instead of attacking Jey, attacking Jimmy. That could have been pissing Jey off because that's his twin. He could have been attacking Solo. I know Solo's a heel, but that's still his brother. Like, just all this stuff, man. But no, every single week, same thing, back to back to back. We get Jey in some match that doesn't matter, like, at all. Either he wins or Gunther interferes. Choke, choke, choke. Next week on Raw, the man comes back out. Uso, yeet, 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 yeet. Walk, 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 walk to the ring. Tries for a spear, botch. Crossbody instead of a spear. Promo, botch. Comes back out next week. Yeet, yeet, yeet. Gunther pops out the crowd. Choke, choke, choke. It's like, what have they done? What have they said? Like a brawl? I'm tired of seeing brawls. Like, you're doing the same type of brawl. The choke out, sleeper brawl. Like, dead, bro. What are you doing? Nothing. You're doing nothing. Zero, bro. Zero. Nothing. Like, out of all the directions you could take in this, you just made it about, like, can he win number 4? And can he beat him for the 4th time? And the tag guy, like, he's gonna win his first title. It's just not interesting. Like, that's it. Not interesting story. Not interesting television. Dead. Dead. Zero. No interest at all, bros. At all. So they have time. There's another like 2.5 weeks left until WrestleMania. 3 weeks. There's 3 weeks left to WrestleMania. Yeah, they could turn it around a little bit. I mean, there's only 3 more Raws left. Like, how much turning around of anything can they actually do in 3 weeks when they wasted 7 weeks of television? Why didn't they cook from the beginning till now? Or why didn't they cook 2 weeks ago? Why are they going to cook next week? Like, I doubt at this point we're going to get anything that means anything, because what we've seen thus far from them has been boring and pointless, unengaging, very repetitive. And it's just kind of like, why am I watching this? Why do I care? This match went from main eventing night 1, Jey Uso winning his first world title. Brother never done it. Rikishi never done it. His father never done it. Solo obviously hasn't won shit. Like, this is good. Like, this is good. But I don't care anymore. I don't care because, like, they haven't really built Jey Uso, in my opinion, to be a believable world title champion. They haven't built the guy enough in order to say, okay, well, when he gets his title, that's going to be, number one, such a good feud. He's going to elevate the title because he can do this. Like, he's going to hold the title around his waist, still going to come with the entrance. Uso, yeet, yeet, yeet. But instead of doing this, it's going to be title, title, title. Like, that's it. Still going to botch promos. He's way better with Jimmy. We saw him and Jimmy on Raw for the first time together in like a while. Like, it's been a minute since they've been on screen together on the same page because they kind of had the feud. One went over to SmackDown, one went over to Raw. Them together, that feels like what they're meant to do. And I know he wants to break away from the tag guy kind of thing. Fine. I don't think you should get rid of having Jimmy by your corner, because just like how, in my opinion, Paul Heyman is with Roman needed that. Maybe not now. Roman at the time needed that elevation. Great. Brock Lesnar, Paul Heyman, even, Zelina Vega and Andrade. Like, there's a bunch of partnerships that are just there to elevate that one person. I feel like Jimmy would have been great to fit that spot for Jey to elevate him, because where Jey lacks in terms of mic skills and aura, Jimmy kind of has. Jimmy's not bad. Like, he hasn't been given like the best material, but he's a way better promo. He's a way better consistent wrestler. He's less botchy. Like, I think it would have been great to have him in terms of maybe not like the tag division, but just kind of have a guy next to Jey that is walking with him, when you're talking about like fighting Gunther, and you could have had like Gunther and Ludwig Kaiser together, maintain Imperium, but they kind of, it looks like they split that up unofficially, so there's no like Ludwig Kaiser and Gunther anymore. There's just Gunther, and Ludwig is doing his own thing. But you could have had a thing to where the two of them are together. You have Jimmy and Jey, and that could have been just like a great feud. Like, that could have been a great moment. You could have the IC title on Ludwig, which would have been very appropriate because Gunther had it for like 2 freaking years. So now Gunther moved up to the world title. Ludwig now has the IC title. You have Jey Uso feuding with Gunther because he won the Rumble. And then Jimmy, by, you know, just association, and because his brother's feuding with Gunther, have a feud going on with Ludwig. Like, could have done some stuff, man. Could have made it engaging. Like, could have, yeah, we're fantasy booking. I get it. But like, I shouldn't be able to sit here and come up with, in my opinion, a better story, a better narrative than the freaking writing team. I shouldn't be able to sit here and just conjure up something on the spot that, in my opinion, sounds like way better than what I've been looking at for the past like 7+ weeks. Dead television. Dead, bro. Zero. So don't care. Zero caring. No cares. I don't care about Jey. I don't care about Gunther. Maybe they cook in the next 3 weeks because now they have Jimmy kind of involved. And Jimmy, like I said, is actually not a bad promo. He's a better promo than Jey. Jey can bring the intensity when he's ready, but he hasn't brought it recently. He's, like I said, been very botchy, which is fine. People botch. I get it. But when you have the spotlight on you, like it is, people already didn't believe you as a world champion. People already had the reservations about you winning the Rumble. I wasn't one of them. I was like, you know what? That's interesting. That's different. I want to see where they go with that. What I've been seeing thus far, where they've been going, nowhere. Zerowhere. They're not going nowhere with it. Dead. Zero. So I'm on the side out to where it's like, I don't even care. Like, Jey wins, Gunther retains. I don't even care. Like, it's not engaging. Jimmy's involved now. Maybe they turn it around. Maybe they do something in the next 3 weeks to actually make this engaging. But for now, I'm okay with like skipping this when it come on Raw. Like, it literally it's not engaging to me at all. Like, I'm more interested in freaking Penta and Braun Breaker than this world title feud that they have. I mean, it doesn't feel like a feud. It feels like a match for the sake of a match. Obviously, Jey's gonna go over. Obviously, they want WrestleMania to be about the Yeats. And they want that first Monday Night Raw to be like the biggest pop of all time. He'll get a pop. He'll be good. I hope he has like a 1 or 2 month reign, and then we just put it on someone like LA Knight. Like, I just hope we're going there. Give him his flowers. I don't care about deserving nothing. A lot of guys have been in the company for decades, like a long time. R-Truth has been with the company for like decades. Who honestly, in my opinion, is a better promo than Jey. Maybe a bit more consistent in terms of wrestling and less botchy. He's been in the company for way longer. Does he deserve a world title? Are we just going to give titles to people who just deserve it? You deserve one. You deserve one. You deserve it too. You've been here for 10 years. You have to cross 10 years to not get a world title. Like, deserving. Here. WWE title, world title, IC title. Just deserving. Everyone deserves everything. No. Dead. Anyways. Hopefully they cook this shit, man. We got 3 weeks. Let's cook it. Peace out. Bye. Cero miedo.